What's up, everybody? Welcome to our away day series, the series dedicated to you, the traveling sports fan. Today we're going to the iconic Estadio Olimpico, home of Pumas, as they take on same city rival Cruz Azul. So follow me as we take on today's episode of Red Card Lucha. Vamos. So keep in mind there are three major teams in Mexico City. There's Club America, which is known worldwide. There's Cruz Azul, and then there's also Pumas, who we're going to see. Pumas was started by the university, and it's kind of known as like the working man's club. And then you have Club America, which is owned by a TV station, which is known as the Rich Man's Club. We're gonna go check out Pumas, where they play at Estadio Olimpico, which has held World Cup events, Olympic events, and it's currently the home to Pumas and other exhibition matches like American football games. But there's a lot of very notable pieces around the stadium, and it's in the university complex. So let's wait for our Uber, head to the stadium, and check out Estadio Olimpico. So as always, we try to give you the best tips and tricks. Keep in mind, Estadio Olimpico is pretty far from most of the touristy spots like El Zócalo, El Centro, or Roma Norte, or Polanco. So plan out about 40 to 45 minutes. That's without traffic. If there is traffic, you're looking at close to an hour. So keep that in mind when you're planning your trip to Estadio Olimpico. And tickets were purchased through Ticketmaster.com Mexico, and I got the tickets directly sent to my phone. My biggest regret of the whole trip was not showing up earlier. As you see, it's a party atmosphere, people bringing their own drinks and just hanging out outside of the parking lot. I wish I would have gone sooner to enjoy that part of the match. Keep in mind, Pumas don't have assigned seating, they have assigned sections. So when you pick your section, you can sit anywhere you want in that section. For example, I was section PG, I can sit in any seat in the PG section. Just take note of the tunnel you're supposed to enter through. There was a small complication because I didn't know which tunnel to enter through, but if you know your tunnel, you'll be good. Here at Estadio Olimpico, home of the university as well as Pumas. As I said, on the other side, hopefully we'll get to it, you'll see a mural created by Frida Kahlo's husband, Diego Rivera, which basically is supposed to resemble the Mexican family as well as sport. And I want to say I'm missing a third thing, but hopefully we can get to it and I can show you guys what it looks like. Capacity is 69,000. Over there you see the university and that iconic building to the edge. I forget the name of it. The altitude advantage in Mexico City is really a thing. I'm struggling. As much as it pains me to say, vamos Pumas. So you may notice we didn't do a concession stand check. That's because with a lot of these Mexican teams, the concession idea isn't really a thing. The concessions come to you, like this beer, the snacks, the chips, everything comes to you. You don't really stand in line at a concession stand. So that's not really a thing in Liga MX, that's more of an MLS thing. But it is convenient, can be a hassle. The selection's not as great as an MLS game, but you sit in your seat, you don't really have to get up unless you want to go to the restroom. We just had halftime ring, score is 0-0. Honestly, I'm speaking low because I'm trying to not get beat up, but that was like the most boring game I've ever been to. Super sloppy, everything just in the midfield, turnover after turnover, no real chances. The two real chances were just skied out of the field. The only highlight so far has been those hot sauce chips. Not sure why everybody's just standing around, looking around, but it's halftime. We're all just waiting for something to happen. Or at least I am. And I love the Pumas rallying cry. So every time somebody would spin their finger in the air like this, it was time to chant. And they did that throughout the match, just random times to get people pumped up back into the game. So every time you saw that finger twirl, you knew it was time to chant. I loved that. And I'm just going to round it out with this last footage of the game. The game ended in a 0-0 draw. Again, it wasn't the most fun game. It was very boring. But before we head out, we had to check out the team store, which is across the street from the stadium. It was very small, but it had everything you needed. Official jerseys, children's sizes, women's fits as well. I like what Pumas does with their kit. It's plain, it's simple, it's iconic. You always know a Pumas kit from a mile away. So I give them an A+. It was a boring game, but at the end of the day, it was an experience. Another iconic stadium knocked off the list. Another Liga MX team knocked off the list. Subscribe, like, and stay tuned for more from Red Card.